segment is a straight line of the finite length. So here you can see there is the line segment having a two endpoints A and B, okay, and the line segment having a finite length. Now the ray, so ray is a line with a fixed starting point and there is no ending point. So here you can see this is the fixed starting point and there is a no ending point, that is called the ray. Now next is angle. So angle is obtained from two rays originating the same starting points. So here you can see two rays, this and this same originating point. So this point is called the vertex and this line is called the arm of angle. Arm of angles. This ray is called the arm of angles. So the angle is obtained from two rays originating a same starting point, that is called the angle. So the next topic is a different types of angles. So the first is the acute angle. Angle is less than 90 degree but greater than 0 degree, that is called the acute angle. So we write see this angle X is greater than 0 degree but less than 90 degree. It implies X is acute angle. Okay. Now the next is right angle. Angle is 90 degree, that is called the right angle. So it implies Y is right angle. Okay. Now the third is a obtuse angle. Angle is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree, that is called the obtuse angle. So here you can see this angle Z is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree, that is called the obtuse angle. It implies Z is obtuse angle. Okay. Now the last, the straight angle. Angle is 180 degree, that is called the straight line angle. It implies P is straight angle. Straight angle. Now the next is reflex angle. Angle is greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degree, that is called the reflex angle. So here you can see this Q is greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degree, that is called the reflex angle. So it implies Q is reflex angle. Next topic is a complementary angles. The two angles are said to be a complementary angles when their sum is 90 degree. And remember that complementary angles is exist in pair. Exist in pair. Okay. Now the example. Suppose this is 30 degree. This is called X, and this is 60 degree. This is called Y. It means X plus Y is equal to 30 plus 60 is equal to 90 degree. So here X and Y are complementary angles. Complementary angle. So the complementary angle is two angles are said to be a complementary angles when their sum is 90 degree. That is called the complementary angle. So now the another example. So here X and Y, it implies X plus Y is equal to 90 degree. It means X and Y are complementary angle. Now the next is supplementary angle. So remember that supplementary angle is also exist in pair. Exist in pair. Okay. So the two angles are said to be a supplementary angles when their sum is 180 degree. Okay. So I take some example. Suppose this is 60 degree and this is X and this is 120 degree, this is Y, which means X plus Y is equal to Okay, so the supplementary angle is that two angles are said to be a supplementary angles when their sum is 180 degree. So the another example is, so here also x and y is 180 degree, x plus y is equal to 180 degree. It implies x and y are supplementary angle. Okay, so the definition of a supplementary angle is the two angles are said to be a supplementary angles when their sum is 180 degree. So next topic is the adjacent angles. So there is a two condition in adjacent angles: the angles which are having a common vertex and one common arm, and the second condition, the non-common arm are on the different sides of the common arm. So this is the common vertex, this is the common vertex, and this is the common arm, and this is the non-common arm. Non-common arm, and this is also a non-common arm. So in adjacent angles, the angles which are having a common vertex, where you can see this is the common vertex and one arm common, so this is the one common arm, and the second condition is the non-common arms are on the different sides of the common arm. So here you can see this is the common arm and the different sides of the non-common arm. So here you can see this is the non-common arm and this is the non-common arm. So this is the example of adjacent angle. Now take another example. You decide which is a adjacent angle or not. Suppose this is x and this is y. So here you can see x and y are not adjacent angle. Adjacent angle. Why? Because here you can see this is the common arm, this is the common arm, and this is the non-common arm, and this is also a non-common arm. Okay, so the adjacent angles condition is this: कि the common arms, the non-common arms are on the different sides of the common arms, but here you can see the non-common arm are the same sides of the common arms. That's why x and y are not an adjacent angle. So the next topic is the linear pair angles. When sum of adjacent angle is 180 degree, that is called the linear pair angle. And what is the adjacent angle? So adjacent angle having a common vertex and common arm. So in a linear pair condition, the sum of adjacent angle is 180 degree. So here you can see x and y are adjacent angle, and the sum of adjacent angle is 180 degree. That is called the linear pair. Okay, so x and y are said to be a linear pair angle, and note that all linear pair angles are supplementary angles, because the supplementary angles is also a 180 degree. So all linear pair angles are supplementary angles. Next topic is the vertically opposite angles. First I explain an intersecting line. So what is an intersecting line? An intersecting line, one line intersects with the another line at a common point. That is called the intersecting line. So P is a common point. So intersecting line having a common point. Okay, and the non-intersecting lines means the two lines do not intersect each other at any points. That is called the non-intersecting line, and we also call the parallel line. Now the vertically opposite angle. So here you can see the angle 1 and angle 3 is a vertically opposite angle, and angle 2 and angle 4 is a vertically opposite angle. So because it implies angle 1 and angle 3 are vertically opposite angle. Okay, and the second is angle 4 and angle 2 are Okay, and remember that vertically opposite angle exists in a pair. Exists in a pair. Exist in pair. So here you can see two pair. Angle 1 and angle 3 are the vertically opposite angle, and the second pair is angle 4 and angle 2 are vertically opposite angle. Okay, so the theorem 6.1, the statement of this theorem: when two lines intersect, vertically opposite angles are equal. So first we draw a diagram. Two line. This is two line. Okay. Suppose L and this is M. So the statement is when two lines intersect, so vertically opposite angles are equal. Suppose this angle 1, this angle 2, this angle 3 and this angle 4. So what we prove? To prove angle 1 is equal to angle 3 and angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Now start the solution. So here you can see, suppose we remove this line, we can see that the angle 1 and angle 2 are the form of a linear pair, and the sum of the linear pair, the sum of the two adjacent angle is 180 degree, that is called the linear pair. So we can write angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. Which condition? Linear pair condition. Linear pair condition. Okay, and the second, this is the equation first. Okay, now again we draw this angle 3 and this angle 4. Suppose we remove this. So here you can see this is also in a form of linear pair. So we can write angle 2 plus angle 3. Angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. This is the equation 7. So here you can see both the equation, the right parts are equal. It means the left part is also equal. So then we write implies the angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle 2 plus angle 3. Then cancel out angle 2, cancel out angle 2. So what we get? Angle 1 plus angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Now the first is proved. Angle 1 is equal to angle 3. So the hence proved. So similarly, we take a angle 4 and angle 3. So the angle 4 and angle 3 is equal to 180 degree because it is a form of a linear pair. It is a form of a linear pair. Okay. So this is the equation third. And now remove this part. Now remove this part. So then we get here angle 4 and angle 1 is also a linear pair form. So it implies angle 1 plus angle 4 is equal to 180 degree. This is the equation fourth. And which condition? Linear pair condition. Linear pair condition. So here you can see the right parts are equal. It means the left part is also equal. So now angle 4 plus angle 3 is equal to angle 1 plus angle 4. So now cancel out angle 4. So then angle 4. So then we get angle 3 is equal to